We all know at least one person in our life who has a mental or physical disability. There are many different types of therapies and medications to help balance out the disabilities. Autism is a disorder where people have trouble socializing either verbally or nonverbally, which can cause physical issues. Treatments for autism vary depending on the person and how severe their case is. Medications can be used while therapies are a lot more common and a lot more helpful. Many families struggle to understand and accept how to handle disabilities in the proper ways. Finding a therapy to help not only the child but the family to feel on board and understanding helps the patient tremendously. A parent's main goal is to have their kid happy and comfortable at all times. Animal therapy is used for not only autism but for many other disabilities. Animal therapy for autistic people teaches the person skills that other autistic people would not understand. One therapy proved to help autism is horse therapy. This therapy helps clients physically, mentally, and socially. In the article Animal Therapy for Children with Autism Spectrum Disorder, Katie Gabriel said that the association between therapeutic horseback riding and social communication and sensory actions of children with autism. To explain that, therapeutic riding requires control, attention, focus, sensory management, and communication. Riders must learn how to control the horse using all of their attention and focus to stay on the horse and ride properly. Horses can sense fear and discomfort from a person. In this case, it's amazing because horses know how to act properly with a certain rider on them. Whether it's a child or an adult, they can sense that they either are scared or have a disability, so they know that they need to stay calm and they need to focus on providing all of the proper safety for each person. Knowing that they have someone on them with autism helps them because they listen better and they're a lot more gentle. The child can learn how to control the horse, which helps to build their confidence, making them feel like they are improving at their task. Overall, their mental health is gained because they are able to have their confidence build up from being able to complete each task correctly. In the previous article, it also stated that the rider must also communicate with the animal and tell it where to go, as well as manage the senses that the horse provides. The child is having not only to talk to the horse, but to the therapist. The child becomes more comfortable with talking to others by practicing with the horse. They are giving it simple commands and calling the horse by its name. The relationship that is made between the horse and the child shows the child how to form relationships with other people, making it easier for them to socialize, which they struggle with when you have autism. So it helps with their therapy because they begin to learn how to open up and communicate with others, which is beneficial with the therapist because they begin to learn how to properly help the child, and the child begins to learn how to open up and feel comfortable, which helps them to socialize with other people at school, or whether it's, being out in public, and they begin to learn how to act proper and learn how to make new friends. In the text that the Aspen Education Group wrote, it stated that the movement of the horse moves the rider's pelvis in the correct way, while also simulating other bones, ligaments, and joints. A horse moves in person more than one way by tilting, rotating, and moving the rider, which could take a whole session of difficult physical therapies exercises to achieve. Sitting on a horse improves core muscle length, strength, muscle symmetry, balance, posture, flexibility, circulation, coordination, and breathing, which also makes it easier for them to speak since they already struggle with speaking. The autistic are unable to integrate their senses and understanding of how their bodies relate to external forces and surfaces. Hippotherapy, which is another word for equine therapy, can greatly improve an autistic child's sense of their own bodies in space. Alec is a great example of how horse therapy helped his back alongside him having autism. In the article, Horse Riding Twins comes on in leaps and bounds. Autism boys saddle up for therapy lessons. Charlotte Cox explains how these two twin little boys named Bobby and Alec Alley were diagnosed with autism. When Alec was 2, he had a major back injury, which occurred to it was very severe, and riding horses when autistic can help you physically. So both of the twin boys are autistic, and with him having a back injury, he began riding, and they were able to find out that not only was the riding helping him socially and mentally, it was actually helping him physically, and his back got a lot better, which it became a lot stronger by helping him overcome his back injuries. With there being many studies done over if horse therapy is successful for people with autism, it has been proven that it is. Over 8,000 families participated in a project that reported therapies for children with autism. About 514 people responded back, stating that they have used animal therapy. Equine therapy sits at the highest on the totem pole at 349 people. Animal or pet therapy is at 168, which is nearly almost half. And then canine therapy and service dogs is at 51, which is nearly half of the animal and pet therapy. So overall, equine therapy has been proven to be the most successful. And the animal-assisted therapy, 83% has said that it was improved, that their autism was improved, their therapy. And only 1% was that it was worsened, and 16% said that there was no change. The skills learned in therapeutic riding session transferred into the classroom. After 10 weeks of riding, the teachers of the students who participated in this study indicated that the students improved their social communication skills as well as their attention, tolerance, and reactions to sensory inputs in class. Many families like Alec and Bobby and many other studies families have shown the progress in their children. There were also many differences and advantages in the families due to different therapies. Overall, using this technique can help many families with children who have autism. If you're in need of a therapy to successfully help your children who have autism, horse therapy is the way to go. Horse therapy is highly recommended for people who are in need of physical, mental, and social guidance.